kung ang Makati at Green Hills meron ng mga Chinese restaurants, next niyan, Caloocan na.
1960s, tinayo na tong Tony's.
So nice.
He founded this restaurant 28 years ago.
This is called a treasure's chicken. It's like a treasure box. If you open it, it's full of treasure.
Nauubos tong sabaw namin. 1 o'clock, ubos na yan.
There are hidden gems inside the city that everyone should know about.
From our last food crawl video, we got a glimpse into what South Caloocan has to offer. It's not a city you usually hear about when talking about food, but it surprised us. Being so close to Manila and the port, this area evolved into a hub for warehousing and small businesses, some of them owned by members of the Filipino-Chinese community. That mix of logistics and heritage led to something unexpected, a cluster of low-key, legit Chinese food spots hidden in plain sight.
Tony's Eatery, nanggaling sa mga parents ng bayo ko. 1960s, tinayo na tong Tony's. So, bali, etong Tony's doon pala sa front. Tapos, kailangan ng medyo malaki, kaya lumipat kami dito. Tapos yun, nung nawala ng mga parents, yung anak naman ng na salinlahi. Tapos, ngayon, wala na yung mga magulang ng mga pamangkin ko naman ang kasi mga Chinese yung nila, yung mga lolo nila, Chinese. Ang recipe niya yung yung lolo nila, yung tatay ng bayaw ko. Yung Chinese. Sa kanila nanggaling yung mga ingredients, yan. 80s, andito na ako. Kasi yung mother nila, kapatid ko. Ang lasa ng sibut ito is herbal. Herbal soup yan. Yung may 7 ingredients na herbal. Tapos meron siyang yung pangpaitim na na prunes, dry prunes, para umitim yung pinakasabaw niya, black. Tansyado ko na yung mga timpla niyan, kung anong dapat ilagay. Kaya alam ko na. Ang unang tinatanong nila, yung kung ano ang namin, yung tawag doon, specialty. Ang sinasabi namin yung sabaw na gokong. Kaya yun mula noon, so bali pag pupunta sila dito, puro gokong ang order nila, and then pag naubos yung gokong, yung sibut baka naman. Kasi the same lang naman yung nila, yung sabaw, kaso magkaiba yung laman. Oo. Tapos, and then, ito rin, madali maubos yung nilagang spare ribs. Nauubos tong namin, sabaw namin. Mga 1 o'clock, ubos na yan. And then, magluluto uli kami ng panibago. Yung nilagang ribs na lang. Kasi, hindi na namin pwedeng magluto ng gokong.
Isa lang talaga sa isang araw?
Isa lang sa isang araw. Kasi para mini-maintain namin yung lasa.
No frills, no fancy signage, just really solid cooking. You'd walk past it if you weren't paying any attention. But inside, you've got dishes like gokong and sibut soup, herbal, comforting, and straight out of a home kitchen. Browsing the dishes through the steamy protective glass, you will see some common Tagalog dishes that you wouldn't pay much attention to usually. Now that you don't see very often, proving once again that you can't fit Filipino food into a tiny box. The food leans heavily towards the Filipino palate, rich, familiar, and deeply satisfying. You can tell by the way the locals flock to it the moment the door opens. Definitely one of those places that stays packed, and for good reason. Orient Pearl Seafood and Restaurant is tucked away, barely marked, but this is where it gets interesting. Another spot just serving the community quietly and its own specialties worth discovering. A proper hidden gem.
I'm JR Ang. I'm a second generation restaurateur here in the South Caloocan. We operate Orient Pearl Seafood Restaurant for close to 35 years now. And it's an OG, OG fine dining restaurant here in South Caloocan. So Orient Pearl Seafood Restaurant is a live seafood restaurant. So what's interesting about the restaurant is you have a live aquarium that you can choose your live seafood. Before, 35 years ago, there was a mix, since warehouse county siya, may mix of Chinese and Filipino warehouse owners, and naghahanap sila ng makakainan na legit Chinese restaurant, So parang naisip ng father ko na, uy, why don't we open a Chinese restaurant? Tapos lahat was like, bakit Caloocan? Ano yan? Warehouses yan. It's like siguro modern day Far Bulacan or Far Pampanga, something like that, But 35 years ago, he took the risk. Sabi niya, hindi, may chance. Kasi kung ang Makati at Green Hills, meron ng mga Chinese restaurants, next niyan is up north, meaning Caloocan na. So, nandun nag-start yung interest niya to, out of nowhere, hindi siya chef, wala siyang culinary background. He jumped into opening his first Chinese restaurant in Caloocan. You have the lapu-lapu, you have a crab, and then a pineapple fried rice. Alam mo yung lasang bahay, like home? It's really close to home, But syempre hindi mawawala yung fine dining presentation natin dyan. That's why siguro tumagal din kami ng 35 years in South Caloocan. Kami na yung naging pot ng binyagan, kasalan, lahat na ng occasions. One customer came back here after 20 years and sabi na, "Uy, sir, welcome back." Uy, naalala ko, lolo ko pa yung nagdala sa akin dito dati. And it's nice to see it here still. So, I think stories like these keep us, passionate, and we want to keep going.
Ang Kee Food Haus nagsimula noong August 10, 2010. Single proprietorship po ito. Ngayon, yung aming mga dishes, more on Chinese food. Pero meron din kaming mga menu na Filipino food. Ang best seller po ng Kee sa pansit is Mickey Bihon, sa chicken is buttered chicken, and then yung isa pang seafood bean curd.
So this is my dad. He's the owner of Swan Lake restaurant. So he founded this restaurant 28 years ago. Actually, kung makikita mo ngayon, siya yung nagluluto ngayon kasi he's very particular with the ingredients. Siya rin yung namamalengke. Right now, he's preparing oyster cake. It's Chinese dish in his province. He came from the province of China, which is in Fujian. So it's not literally a cake. It's an oyster omelette. So nag-mix siya ng greens and then later ipa-pan fry niya. Kailangan high heat kasi yung oyster mabilis siya maluto. Hindi siya masarap kapag ma-overcook. And then, kailangan kasi yung egg, kailangan tostado. So, mabilis ang luto talaga siya. No, actually, he's an accountant professor back in China. But he worked in Australia for a few years. And then, nag-work din siya, nag-part-time siya sa kitchen. So yung mga skills na nakuha niya, it's actually from Australia. And then pagdating niya dito, he worked in kitchen. Actually, nag-start siya as dishwasher sa Australia. And then hanggang sa yung mga flavors from his hometown, dinala niya dito sa Philippines because most Filipino-Chinese here sa Philippines, yung roots nila from Fujian province talaga. So, he wanted to bring the taste of home here sa Philippines for the Filipino-Chinese. Eight Treasures chicken, it's actually a stuffed chicken. It's called Eight Treasures kasi parang a treasure box. If you open mo siya, it's full of treasures. Pero yung treasures namin, it's seafood. So, it consisted of 8 kinds of treasures. Okay, so for the 8 treasures chicken, we debone the chicken. Actually, yung chicken, very delicate din kasi yun, yung pagtanggal ng buto. Kailangan intact pa rin yung balat. So, hindi siya madaling gawin. Tapos we marinate the chicken, and right now he's putting in the kiampong rice. It's mix of glutinous rice and jasmine rice. And yung pinaka rice niya, it's the first kind of treasure, which is the rice, and then it has lotus seeds, yung pork leg, yung laman ng pork leg, and then black mushroom. He's putting in black mushroom, as well as yung scallops and fresh shrimps. Yung buong yung breast niya, yung pinaka-hulma ng chicken is tinatanggalan. Little by little, kinukutsilyo yan hanggang sa matanggal yung buong yun. Para maging intact pa rin yung chicken. Para lumobo siya once na sinoff natin yung fillings inside. Yung marinade niya is mix of soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. Yun yung marination na para may lasa pa rin yung laman niya. May laman pa rin naman yung chicken na naiwan para pag once you cut it open, juicy pa rin naman yung chicken. Yes, the rice, kailangan siya i-pre-cook. It's actually a mix of jasmine rice and glutinous rice. In Chinese, we call it kiampong. Sige.
Sometimes we think we have to travel far to find great food, but often it's just around the corner. Go and explore your own area. Don't be intimidated by what's unfamiliar. You might just find something new to love, and that's how hidden favorites become part of your regular rotation.